I'm Sarah Stitzlein, and I'm a professor of education and affiliate professor in philosophy. My research brings together political philosophy and philosophy of education. So I'm really interested in how democracy works and how we prepare citizens for democracy. So I use political philosophy to make sense of problems in our democracy. And then I turn to philosophy of education to imagine solutions, alternative, better ways of doing democracy and how we could prepare citizens in young childhood ages through education to be better citizens. I identify largely as an American pragmatist. I'm a big fan of John Dewey, and his most significant work that spans both political philosophy and philosophy of education is his book, Democracy in Education. It's over 100 years old, but still very relevant to what we're seeing going on in our schools today, some of the struggles we face in our democracy. And he also points to education as the space where we can figure out how to improve the ways that we live together. So I continue to draw on that book. I also edit a journal that has the same name, Democracy in Education. So we get a lot of submissions that kind of follow in that Deweyan spirit, trying to make sense of how we use philosophy to attend to problems in schools and democracy today. Well, as a pragmatist, I'm somebody who responds to problems in our society. And certainly in the United States, but also around the world, we're dealing with a lot of political polarization. Groups that are butting heads, unable to get along, increasingly experiencing affective polarization where we feel great dislike and distrust for those who disagree with us. And that's really troubled me. I see it as dividing our society in ways that are not only just harming us politically, but also epistemically and civically. We're struggling to agree on what the facts of our world are and what to do about shared political problems in them as a result. Things we certainly saw during COVID. And we see right now with debates going on around the vaccine mandates and changes to vaccine recommendations in our country. So I'm interested in how we can use philosophy as well as civic dialogue to overcome some of the types of polarization that we're facing. So I work sometimes with organizations like Braver Angels, other civic groups like the League of Women Voters to offer bipartisan and nonpartisan discussions around some of our most contested issues to try to help citizens find, if not common ground, at least the ability to recognize the political equality and humanity in our fellow citizens. It's a really good question for me. It fits as someone who does a lot of public philosophy. So you'll see a lot of my publications will count in things like national newspapers, podcasts, more non traditional philosophical spaces because I'm trying to reach average citizens. I'm trying to help them understand how philosophy can help them respond to problems in our democracy. I also author books and curriculum guides that show how we translate all of this philosophical theory into real practice in our schools, encouraging teachers and educators to put into practice the sorts of philosophical thinking that I've been doing elsewhere. Oh, there is so much good about our department. First, I'll say, as someone who's a bit on the outside, as an affiliate faculty member, I've been delighted at how welcoming and inclusive the department is. They don't draw firm boundaries about what counts as philosophy, nor do they say, we're only philosophy of science folks or cognitive philosophers, but they really open it up to an array of different ways of doing philosophy. And I found that very welcoming, inviting. Other things I enjoy are the collegiality of the department, whether that's getting together on Friday afternoons for colloquia or gathering at someone's home for a party and celebration. It's a space where people feel friendly and joyful to see each other and to have conversations. You don't get that at all departments, so I value that. I also see a lot of students and faculty working together, whether that's on shared publications or presentations, but also the way that we use our space together. Faculty and students are right side by side at our Friday afternoon conversations where they're engaging with speakers and ideas on pretty much equal playing field. And I appreciate that students are treated so given such authority and welcome in the department. So, as an undergraduate philosophy major, I was caught up in this great title of Philosophy of Rock and Roll. So, I took a class that was all about key philosophical ideas and how they played out through rock lyrics. It was great fun. It was a lot of 1960s kind of protest kind of music. It was good fun. Then I took a much more serious course, and that's the one that I think has stayed with me the longest. It was called Confronting Death, and it brought together a philosopher, a psychologist, and a theologian to all look at the difficulties of death and dying, as well as some kind of controversial issues like euthanasia. And it was one of the first moments where I really stopped to think about my own existence, the fact that that existence will end, how much control should I have over it, what sort of ethical issues are raised by thinking about death. It has stayed with me for many years, even though I don't do work in that area now. As a graduate student, I had my first philosophy of education course. And that was really the first time that I thought, like, this is home. This is me. This is where I can take all of those philosophical questions that I've been asking that really are pedagogical and curricular questions about how do we teach students K-12 and higher ed. And so that's the course that really led me to the direction where I am now. When I look at what we need most right now in our country, we need good high school civics and American government teachers who are helping our students understand the problems we have in democracy and what we can do about them. So I think I would go to K-12 space. I'd be a teacher. I take on that challenge of trying to make learning about government and civics and civic reasoning fun. I think it's the most important role in the world right now. But there's also part of me that wants something that's way more fun and less heavy. That would be something to do with baked goods. I love sweets. I love baking. Maybe I would be a cookie taste tester somewhere high in the mountains. I love hiking and I'm a sucker for mountains. So if I could get some sweets in a mountain and maybe talking to youth about democracy and democratic participation, that's my perfect job.